In a corner of the city, every affordable housing unit carries the daily lives of countless families. We are not here to judge the size of the space or the age of the buildings, but to hear the real voices of the residents. A mother told us that when her child is doing homework in the kitchen, the fumes often make them cough. An old man said he no longer goes out at night because the sound of motorcycles downstairs makes him uneasy, and a father hopes for even a small corner where his child can read quietly. Space is not just walls and roofs, but also the temperature, breathing, and safety of a home. We want to bring design back to its original purpose through this visit, to respond to human needs, connect understanding and goodwill between people. Today we are going to visit 3 residents. Resident A. Mr. Hafiz, 42 years old, resident representative. Resident B. Miss City, 30 years old, single mother. Resident C. Paksik Razik, 68 years old, retired worker. We have 3 questions to ask them. Firstly, the first question is about space and comfort. Do you think the current living space is sufficient? Have you encountered any problems?
The space is indeed quite compact for our family of 5. The kitchen and the living room are connected, and the place where children do their homework is often disturbed. We don't have a storage room. Everything is piled up in a corner.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 children. Usually it's okay, but it gets crowded when a relative visits. My biggest hope is to have a small study room for my children to use for learning.
For me alone, the space is sufficient, but the ventilation in the bathroom is poor and mold grows quickly.
Second question, regarding lighting, ventilation, and safety. Are you satisfied with the lighting, air circulation, and sense of security in the community?
My balcony faces other buildings, so we hardly get any sunlight. We have to turn on the lights during the day, and the electricity bill is expensive. The wind is also blocked. It's very stuffy.
We have sunshine in the morning, but not in the afternoon. The window cannot be fully opened because there's a lot of dust outside, and the elevator is often broken, making it inconvenient for the elderly to go up and down stairs.
I often hear the sound of motorcycle racing downstairs at night, and I heard that there have been theft incidents in the past. I don't dare to go out at night.
Question 3, imagination about ideal residence. If given the opportunity to create an ideal home, what would you like it to look like?
I hope to have more flexible space, such as a multifunctional room that can be converted into a bedroom, and a better storage system.
I dream of having a bright and natural home where children can study with peace of mind. I hope the kitchen and living room can be separated so that my child can read quietly while cook.
We want a quiet, well-ventilated small residence with a balcony to dry clothes and preferably green plants.
Since we have learned about the basic defects of the houses described by several residents, we have chosen the problem described by one resident and used AI software to renovate and compensate for these defects based on the structural characteristics of their house. Here are the specific steps for our classmates to use AI software for house renovation. It can be seen that the resident's original house had problems such as insufficient indoor lighting, balcony orientation issue, requiring long hours of lighting during the day, Poor ventilation causes stuffiness in the room, insufficient space, and lack of exclusive learning areas for children. Mixing the kitchen and living room can easily interfere with learning. However, after the renovation, these issues were properly resolved and handled. People can obtain a more comfortable environment. Through this community exploration and AI design simulation, we realized that real design doesn't begin with aesthetics, it begins with listening. At the Sri Prithvi Flats, we saw the limitations many families face, and we heard their hopes for brighter, more comfortable, and safer homes. Things like natural light, ventilation, and flexible spaces might seem simple, but they make a big difference in everyday life. Using AI allowed us to translate these personal stories into creative spatial solutions. It taught us that technology can support empathy when used with purpose. This project wasn't just an assignment, it was a journey of understanding, connecting, and imagining better living conditions for real people. In the future, we hope to apply these skills to other communities that need thoughtful, human-centered change.